Hey guys, so I'm doing something very, very special to bring in the new year. I will be doing a reading for myself for the coming year of 2018. I actually have not given myself a full-on spread reading for a very, very long time, at least a year. Mostly I do like daily draws and one card draws for like meditations, and I just started doing it for shadow work. So this will be the first like full on, spread reading that I will be doing for myself. And something told me to go ahead and film it and post it. After I do this reading, I'm actually going to be setting up my altar for New Year celebration with my deities, and I feel like I need to show you guys that too, just because something tells me that somebody out there is really, really going to enjoy it. So let me go ahead and get everything cleansed and ready to go here. Using my personal smudge spray that I make. Get the candle lit in the silver candle holder that I actually inherited from my grandmother when she passed. Ooh, that flame is really high. I don't know. Yeah, you guys can't see it. Let me show you. Oh, of course it went down. It was like 4 inches high. But anyway, so I've got my crystals all picked out, and the deck that I'll be using is the Earth Magic deck by Dr. Stephen Farmer. I totally had a blank out, so go ahead and shuffle since I already cleansed the space. This is a new reading cloth that I got just a couple months ago. And there was just something very beautiful and powerful about this particular geometric symbol that I just kept walking back to it and walking back to it and walking back to it. So I knew I had to have it. So I'm just going to do a 4-card reading. Draw one for like an overview of the coming year, and then 1 card for the first 4 months, 1 card for the second 4 months, 1 card for the third 4 months. So basically breaking the year down into thirds as kind of, just focal points. Things to really focus on and take notice of in the coming year. So this reading is basically a practice for me, so please take what I say with a grain of salt. I am by no means a professional reader. I'm just doing this for fun, basically, and for practice purposes. So what's in this reading may only help me, or it might be helpful to other people, which is why I decided to go ahead and post it. So there is our overview card for the year. Now for the first 4 months, January, February, March, and April. And there it is. Now for the second 4. Ooh, that one jumped out really fast. And the last 4 months of the year. That one jumped out pretty fast too. So alright, now that we have our cards picked, let's go ahead and take a look. For the overview for the year, ooh, I love this! Summer Solstice, Radiance. So a very interesting thing with this right here is I actually discovered at the time of the summer solstice in 2017 that the sun is a very powerful, very potent power source for me, that the season of summer is, for me, it's my season. And what's interesting is that it actually was not, I was very much in tune with, lunar energies and nighttime energies and fall and winter energies up until just a couple years ago. And I started transitioning, and I wasn't sure what I was transitioning to, but this was it. The summertime and summer solstice in particular are huge points of power for me. So what I'm picking up for, the overview for 2018 for me is that this year is going to be very much a power year for me. Whether I do it through ceremony or through shadow work or through creativity or, just I feel like this coming year is actually going to be a big one for me connecting and reconnecting with my deities. My patron isn't specifically a sun god, but being a masculine deity, he does have relation to the sun. And my matron, again, not explicitly connected to the moon, but she, being a female god of compassion, is definitely connected to lunar energies and healing and all that fun stuff. So I'm so excited that this was my overview card for 2018. I am so excited, you guys. This card represents times of joy, times of power, celebration and coming together, but it also represents a period of transition, because the summer solstice is actually the longest day of the year, and then our time with the sun each day starts to get shorter and shorter and shorter until the winter solstice. So I'm just so excited. So, all right, let's see what the first 4 months will be. Ooh, spring equinox, rebirth. This is probably my favorite card in this whole deck, just because I'm in love with the artwork. I'm in love with this particular image, and I think it represents springtime energies and Ostara energies and all of that just beautifully. So again, I'm super excited. This is what the first third of the year is going to look like for me and possibly for you. As we saw, the overall year is a time for power and radiating that power and, coming to own it, basically, and transitioning into that power. And the first 4 months here is where we see it start to come out. Is where we start to see where and how would be the best way to utilize and honor and connect with that power. I connect springtime with not just, Ostara and all of those energies, but also with the energies of Dragonfly Emergence, which is another card in this deck. But basically, these first 4 months, we're coming out of the darkness of winter and into the springtime months, which, is pretty obvious, spring equinox and all, but coming into that power and taking the first steps into transitioning to that place where you can actually see and feel and begin to work with and connect with that power. And I am not entirely sure what my power is at the moment. Like I said, I used to be very, very close with lunar energies, so I worked with divination a lot, dream interpretation. I did quite a bit of shadow work in the beginning of my path, that kind of thing. And so working with, solar energies is very, very new to me. And working with masculine energies is very, very new to me. But in these first 4 months, I will actually be able to start seeing those energies at work and seeing how I can actually connect with them. And I am so excited. This reading already just has me like super pumped for 2018. So the second 4 months of the year, ooh, clouds, shape-shifting. So this is a card that I actually drew for myself the other day. And basically, I mean, these cards are extremely straightforward, but seeing the progression from discovery to changing the way that you, or the way that I see and think and perceive things. Because shape-shifting is very much about your perception and the way that you view, the way that you view yourself, the way that you view your surroundings, the way that you view your spirituality and, the people around you, the way that you view your deities and, all of that fun stuff. It's entirely your perspective. Do you, and this is a question directed at me too, but do you blame things that go wrong in your life on other people? Do you blame them on your deities? Just things like that. Honestly, with me, it depends on the situation. And I know that is something that I'm going to have to change. I'm going to have to change my perspective on things and begin to shift into that mode of, okay, well, this didn't work out the way I wanted it to because, I wasn't responsible with it, or it wasn't something that I was meant to have. So it's not anybody's fault except my own for not listening to, spirit or my own gut and going after it anyway. That kind of thing. And I'm floored that this would actually appear, like during the summer months of 2018. During my power season, my season. So the last 4 months to the end of the year. Didn't I just mention this card? So dragonfly does represent emergence, as they come out of the water, the muddy waters, and begin to live their most beautiful life. And for me to actually, I was thinking about this card in the first form, the first card, the first 4 months of this year, and then to end with this card. I am floored, you guys. This year is going to be all about me figuring out what my power is, what my path actually is, and taking the necessary steps to get on it and to connect with it and to really just delve into it and become one with it. And I'm just, an interesting little tidbit here. You see all those beautiful little water lilies on the bottom of this card? Water lily is actually one of my spiritual names. It was given to me by my patron deity. And so actually emerging into that power for this coming year is just going to be, it's going to be a ride, I think, but it's going to be such a good one. So if any of these cards actually do apply to you, good luck. And I'm saying that sincerely. I'm not saying that sarcastically. I'm saying it sincerely. Good luck. And goddess bless, This year is very highly charged with personal and spiritual and just living energies. And I'm so excited to see what this year is going to bring now. before I did this reading, I was actually kind of dreading the process of going into the new year. And now I am so excited. I'm so ready for it. And I hope you guys are too. So I am going to clean this up and walk over to my altar. I'll walk you guys over with me. And we will do a sort of libations and prayer ceremony here to welcome in the new year. Okay guys, so I'm back here. And this is the way that my altar is set up now. I'm not going to do an altar tour right now. That will be coming soon. But I wanted to share this little offering libation thank you type ceremony here. So I've got candles set out. I've got the overview card for 2018 on here. And first thing that I'm going to do is put out offerings for my deities, and they each have their own offering bowl. So for Miss Kuan Yin, I'm offering some ginkgo leaf, a symbol of love and luck. And for my patron, Kokopelli, I am offering tobacco, which is a sacred herb of offering and gratitude. So I have some spiritual scented incense over here, so I'm going to light that because I want 2018 to be a very spiritually charged year. I'll go ahead and light the candles, one for Mother, and one for Father, and one for me, my own divine spirit. If it will light. There we go. Get this closed up. Ooh. And I do have some wine for them. Ooh, come here. A little bit for my matron, a little bit for my patron. And in this beautiful cup that my aunt actually got me for Christmas, pour a little bit for me. And I'm just going to sit in silence for a minute, thinking about what this year has been like for me and what I would like 2018 to be. So if you would like, just skip over the next minute or two. Otherwise, please feel free to join me. All right, lovelies. Let's go ahead. And I've got one more thing to do here. And that is to write out my wishes for 2018. And the way that I usually write out wishes is I use bay leaves. So I've got one, which I will present to my matron, and one that I will present to my patron. One to my matron, one to my patron. And I will use my special sacred creation markers here and write on each one something that I would like from the feminine aspect of divinity and something from the masculine aspect of divinity for 2018. And when I've got each one, set it in the offering bowl. And finally, take a moment to say thank you. And burn the offerings. With my intentions for 2018. And as these herbs burn, let the smoke of my intentions rise up to meet my deities so that they may help me manifest these things that I wrote on these bay leaves for 2018. So there you have it, guys. I'm going to let these things just kind of burn out and you know, just enjoy myself until the coming year. So I hope that you guys had a wonderful year, and I hope you have a wonderful upcoming year. And so if I do not see you before, I will see you for the 2018 YouTube Pagan Challenge. Happy New Year, guys. Namaste, merry meet, and blessed be.